Hi there. I am bringing something a little bit different today, a little bit different than a lot of my other videos. This is my friend Presley. Now, the reason why in the world am I sharing my pet bunny with you? Actually, my son's pet bunny, but he doesn't mind. This is Presley. Presley is a 2.5-year-old bunny. He's a Rex rabbit. And interestingly, I have never had a bunny before Presley. I had no interest in having a bunny. My son, however, did. Now, Presley is a love bug. The interesting thing about Presley, though, he's making a break for it, is that Presley actually is a rescue bunny. Now, the reason why that's significant is because I've only had Presley for a few months. And a few months ago, Presley actually was living at Animal Friends. He came to Animal Friends actually in 2015, 2 years ago. Now, the sad thing about Presley is that he was surrendered when he was about 6 months old. So a weird little thing, if you don't know much about rabbits, is that rabbits are prey animals. Prey animals by nature don't have a lot of means to defend themselves. Let's face it, he's a bunny. And he went to the shelter they were absolutely loving, amazing people there, took great care of him. But quite frankly, they mostly have dogs and cats. So they took this cute little bunny and they stuck him in the best place, the safest place they could in the building, which was right above the dog room. So you take a prey animal and stick him in a little room, even though you love and adore him and give him everything you can, he still hears about 20 dogs barking regularly, about every hour on the hour. By nature, he was terrified. He was afraid to be held. He was afraid to be touched. He was afraid to interact, and as a result, no one would adopt him. He was a dominant bunny. He didn't like to be around other bunnies. So he didn't have that cute little bunny rabbit appeal that a lot of people think, oh, look at the cute little bunny. No, Presley was a tough little bunny. So lo and behold, we discover him. We didn't know he had a troubled past, and we went out to get our cute little rabbit. We walk in and they say, oh, he's not a real lovey bunny, but we figured we'd give him a shot. So when we walked in, my son approached him. Presley was afraid to be approached. He just cowered in the corner, basically, shaking. And they said, sorry, he's not a friendly bunny. We can't pick him up. He doesn't like to be touched. And we spent a couple hours there with him and decided to give him a chance. And more importantly, Presley decided to give us a chance. How in the world this relates to Facebook land and why I'm sharing this is because Presley's now been in our family for 6 months maybe. No, actually, probably only about 3 now that I think of it. And he is hysterical. He acts like a little dog. He goes everywhere. He's in my office today as a therapy pet, ironically. This bunny that was afraid to be touched is now gentle enough that he loves lying on my client's lap snuggling. What that means is that Presley's world was very different several months ago because he had been hurt. Not physically, but he had been emotionally hurt. He was scared. He didn't want to be vulnerable. And he put a wall up around him. And ironically, I think a lot of us in life can connect to that because when we've been through stuff, we all go through stuff in different ways. And after we've been hurt, we like to put a wall around us. However, in a lot of ways, if we're smart and we wait for someone healthy to come along, if we take a chance and put down that wall, our life can be completely different and it can be fun and fulfilling. So, that being said, next time you run into some people that seem pretty healthy, and it seems like this might not be too bad, try letting down your guard a little bit and try allowing yourself to connect. You may be lucky. You may end up with a new best friend. You may end up with a family pet. You may end up with some good things. But regardless, change doesn't have to be scary, even though it is hard. Change isn't always bad. But let down your wall and take some chances. And maybe enjoy a bunny too. All right. Thanks. Take care.